All right, we are back talking the ElseViews, and Sean, I want to start with yours because yours sounds really, really cool. So,
Yeah, this was actually a book that I got off of the Amazon Kindle app. I have the Kindle Unlimited where I pay so much a month and then I get access to thousands and thousands of books. And this one is a kind of a comedy book. It's called Starship Grifters, and it's by an author named Robert Kroese. And if you're familiar with the television show Psych?
I love Psych. Oh, also, quick news story: they're coming back. They're doing a movie this winter.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I can't wait for that. Yeah, Psych is probably one of my all-time favorite television shows, and this book is kind of like Psych meets Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's about this character Rex Nihilo or Nilo, and he is a con man. He's an intergalactic con man, and he goes on all these weird adventures, like selling the same guns to like four different groups of people and faking them out, faking them out of their money. And he's got a robot sidekick. So it's almost like Zaphod Beeblebrox traveling around with Marvin the android, but beat than Marvin was. And the robot has this great gag that if he forms an original thought, he immediately shuts down for 15 seconds and then has to reboot. And he can't remember what the original thought was. So a lot of times, like when they're really in peril, they try to get the robot to do something, and the robot comes up with an idea and then immediately shuts down, and they're stuck trying to, work around it. And the book was a lot of fun. There's several books that I set to come out next month. But this is the first prequel that's a short story. It's about 30 or 40 pages. And Starship Grifters basically picks up where that left off. But you don't need to read that, but it was good. I mean, it was definitely a good introduction. It made me want to read Starship Grifters. But that's really the one that I wanted to recommend was that book by Robert Kroese. Just a lot of fun. Got me back into reading in a big way.
Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. And with you mentioning Psych, I want to be like, can you spot the pineapple behind me?
But yeah, the Psych references, like there's references to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Star Wars, Star Trek, Starship Troopers, basically all these great sci-fi stuff. There's little nods to it, like, the red shirts and the stormtroopers not being hit anything and all that stuff. So it's a lot of fun. And that's kind of why I compare it to Psych, is because of all the references to other works and things.
Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. And I definitely think I'll be getting that here. So the real quick, the comic book I'm going to talk about, because I'm going to talk about comic book, is Black Bolt, and this is written by Saladin Ahmed, and the art is done by Christian Ward, and the covers are done by Christian Ward. And this is actually a interesting thing, an interesting take on this whole. This comes after Inhumans versus X-Men in Marvel. This is going on while Secret Wars is going, or Secret Empire is going on. And basically Black Bolt finds himself on a hidden prison thing with Crusher Creel, aka the Absorbing Man, and his power's not working, so he can talk and stuff like that. And he's in a prison that was originally made, he was originally going to be sent, or his brother Maximus the Mad was originally going to be sent to. This is it. The first two issues have come out so far. I have to tell you, this is such great storytelling here by both the writer and the artist. Too much, I feel like, in comics, and there have been articles that will back this up. The writer gets all the credit, or a lot of people come in because of the writer. This is one of the times where I did not know the writer. I do not know if I've read anything by Saladin Ahmed, but I do know I've seen Christian Ward's art. He did with Matt Fraction over at Image. He did the Odyssey book, the ODY-C book, and that the art in there, oh my goodness, is beautiful. And so I cannot recommend this enough. It is really quick reading because each issue I believe is only like 23 pages. And this is definitely one that I'm actually probably gonna put this on my pull list, because it's been, oh, it's out, okay, I grab it and stuff. But I think I'm actually gonna be like, I want my own copy. I want one that's just for me, not anyone else. But I highly recommend this book. Has not let me down once so far. So yeah, that has.
And we're
Go ahead.
getting Black part of the Inhumans, aren't we?
Yeah, Black Bolt. Yeah, Black Bolt is going to be one of the Inhumans with Maximus the Mad, played by the same actor who played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones, and is also in Misfits. So there's a 3-part tie-in for our show here, folks.
Bringing it all back around.
But yeah, so that is going to do it for the ElseViews. And we will be right back after I read this plug. You got a little extra time on your hands? You want some experience as a social media manager? Well, we're looking for you. The Galactic Network is in search of someone to help us step up our Facebook/Twitter/Instagram/Patreon game. Oh, did we forget to mention that this position pays the wonderful salary of 0, and if you work really hard, we could double that. But if you have the passion for community building, are into sci-fi, horror, gaming, comic books, the paranormal, and other similar topics, we'd love to hear from you. You could email contact@gncasts, that's GNCASTS.com.